And welcome back to Crypto Hulk. Oh, yeah, we got a story for you. We got former SEC bosses going against the current ones. This is something else. Wait till you hear this. Let me go to the story right now. We're going to start right on in on this. Binance hires U.S. former SEC co director to fight illegal securities accusations. Oh, man, this is good. Real good. You got this guy. Let me share the article. Sharing is caring. That's what Barney says. So let's share this one right here. Now my channel. Messages. Why is this not? Oh. Now I can't. There's no open chat. That's weird. Well, then what I'm going to do is open up. Let's see, how can I do this? Let me see here. Hold on. What I'm trying to do, the top chat disappeared. Gotta love it. Which I don't know why the top chat disappeared. And what I'm trying to do is open another page. That part kind of worked. Create a post. Okay. All right, so let's do this. What I'm going to do is, if you want to follow along, because this platform is making it real tricky. What I did is provided a link just now. So if you go into my channel and you go to community, I believe it would be. Let me take a look. You always got to try to make stuff challenging, don't they? So you go into Crypto Hulk, you look for community tab at the top of the channel. You click on it, and there you're going to see the link. That's the link for the first article. So I cannot see. I can't read any top chat. Like, my whole top chat is like completely blank. Hold on a second here. So today will be a show where I can provide a show, but it's not allowing me to read any top chats, which is not good. So at least you'll be able to see, the article and follow along, but I can't see anything that anybody's saying because of YouTube. Here we go. Binance hires former SEC director to fight illegal securities actions. You gotta love this. Binance, this is just totally awesome. The firm has hired George Canellos, a former co-director of the SEC Enforcement Division. It says here, the three other attorneys from Milbank LLP to defend against the allegations. So, Binance's U.S. banking and payment partners have signaled an intent to pause support for its dollar channels on the platform as early as June 13th, today. So I'm seeing a picture here of this guy named George Canellos, who was like number 2 guy on the enforcement team at SEC. Binance US, the global Binance exchange, and Changpeng Zhao are being sued by the SEC for securities violations, which is fake. The SEC is totally fake. It's a criminal organization. The suit filed on June 5th alleged blatant disregard, which is a lie, for U.S. security laws, including mishandling customer funds and misleading regulators and investors. The agency then filed an emergency action application to freeze Binance's assets to protect customer funds. Binance has disputed these allegations. Now, if you look at the next picture, the Binance has another heavy hitter. In response to the lawsuit, Binance has hired 4 lawyers from Milbank LLP, including George Canellos, a former co-director of the SEC. That's who we were talking about earlier. Canellos previously supervised approximately 1,300 attorneys at the SEC on investigations that included insider trading actions against Raj Blank and hedge fund managers. Let's see here. They have this other guy's picture here. The former head of the SEC's Office of Internet Enforcement. So now we have another one, John Reed Stark, highlighted the unique skill set of Canellos, a lawyer hired by Binance. Canellos has experience both as SEC and Department of Justice prosecutor. Ooh-wee. This is something else here. Let's see. John Stark sent out a tweet. John Stark said in his tweet, Binance and CZ just added a uniquely qualified criminal defense all-star lawyer to their team, George Canellos, former chief of the Major Crimes Unit in the U.S. Attorney's Office. Oh man, Binance. Oh my God. Let me continue. Binance has announced that its banking and payment partners have signaled an intent to pause support for its dollars channels on the platform starting today. This means that it will not be able to process deposits and withdrawals in dollars on the US focused platform, instead shifting to an all crypto exchange. It says the situation between Binance US and the SEC is still developing. Look, so I'm just letting y'all know right now, we've already discussed this on the show. You've got an SEC that is not allowed to do anything with cryptocurrency because there's no law regarding cryptocurrency. This whole action that the SEC did is illegal. They're using the court system through this emergency whatever to shut down Binance. All this is illegal. Okay. So I'm not getting into it. Yeah, they hired this hotshot lawyer and did it. Look, let's go with the facts, like we always do on Crypto Hulk channel. There is no law, there's no definitions, there's no nothing, there's no clarity in the United States Code. Congress has not made any laws, definitions, nothing. The SEC is doing this clearly based on because they want to. That's called being illegal. That's a civil rights violation. Everybody listening to the Crypto Hulk channel right now, if you have the means to hire a lawyer, you could file a civil rights violation against the SEC. And you should. I want to see hundreds of civil rights violation lawsuits going against the SEC. And I'll be like, yeah, because that's the truth. I don't know why all these lawyers around the country aren't talking about this. It's really interesting. I'm not a lawyer. My name's Crypto Hulk. That was my name on the birth certificate when I was born, Crypto Hulk. And that was 52, 53 years ago. That was my name on the birth certificate. I was supposed to have a crypto channel at birth back in 1970, 71. Yeah, I was supposed to do this. I'm the worst financial advisor you could ever find. My goal is to personally destroy you financially for listening to this show. So, with that, isn't it interesting how lawyers who are supposed to know shit, they're not discussing the fact that in the United States Code, or actually, let's just keep it with that. In the United States Code, there's no definitions or framework or nothing in crypto. The Congress, the United States, has not made any framework. Isn't that interesting how no lawyers are talking about this? Yet they're on the YouTube, boy. Oh, yeah, they're on the YouTube giving their little rundown. Why don't we ask them, hey, since you talk about cryptocurrency every day, Mr. Lawyer, I don't want to mention their names. I won't mention the names, John Deaton or Jeremy Hogan. I won't mention those names at all. Why the fuck don't you explain why there's no definitions in the United States Code? Why don't we hear those lawyers talking about that? Why do we hear these fake lawyers talking every day about this trial? Why do we hear that? Why don't we hear from these fake lawyers that are on YouTube every day and they're in a case representing Ripple? Why don't we hear it from these fake lawyers? How is it they're able to talk about crypto every day, but the fact that there's nothing in the law determining what is crypto, what is staking, what is yield farming, what is this? Why is there no legal clarity, but yet they talk on it every day? Because they're fake lawyers. That's why, okay? It's ridiculous. How are you as a lawyer supposed to be, oh, yeah, I think in this trial, and you're actively in a court case, but yet there's nothing in the United States Code, but you don't bring that up because you're fucking stupid. There's no legal clarity in the United States, yet you're in a court case. You're not asking for any cases to be dismissed. You're just going along with it every day. You're part of the problem. You probably have signed a non-disclosure agreement already. That's why these lawyers have not said anything, because they've signed non-disclosure agreements. I haven't signed anything yet there, buddy. I mean, these judges, why don't the fake lawyers, I won't mention their names, I won't mention Jeremy Hogan or John Deaton's name. I'm not going to do that on my show. Why don't they ask the question, how does a judge, and I won't mention Sarah Netburn or nothing like that. I won't mention any names of judges. I'm not going to do that on the show. Why don't these fake lawyers, and I won't mention their names, why don't they ask the question, hold on a second. How is this judge presiding over a court case about cryptocurrency that does not exist in the law? How is this judge for the past 2 years going to render a decision, a verdict, a finding of fact? How is a judge going to do this with something that does not exist in the eyes of the law? Why is some guy sitting on the floor telling us this? I don't know. What do I know, right? What do I know? Because you have a whole internet, a whole court system, a whole YouTube and others who either have no idea what they're talking about as lawyers. I'm not going to mention those two lawyers' names and the fact that they don't know what the fuck they're doing. I won't mention their names. But since we don't have any law, now try to get this concept. Since we don't have any law, the judges cannot render a decision, a finding of fact. Judges can't do that. Then I asked the YouTube fake lawyers, I won't mention their names, how do you report on imaginary shit every day? Is that what you do? Talk about fairy tale shit like Santa Claus and Tooth Fairy and shit? Is that what you do as a lawyer? Or are you purposely misleading people? Fair question. We have no law on the books with cryptocurrency, yet you're talking about it as a lawyer in front of everybody. Have you signed non-disclosure agreements? Number one. If you haven't, are you really stupid as a lawyer? Because you realize there's no case law. Actually, no. You realize there is no law regarding cryptocurrency. So how are you talking about it each day when you have to go to court or amicus brief and all this, whatever it is? I'm not a lawyer, so I don't know the terms. You're the lawyer. You should know all the terms. How is it these two fake lawyers that I mentioned, and then Attorney Seal? Well, yeah, let's not forget him or her, whoever, or they. Let's not forget they. Fucking sad. We have no crypto laws, yet these lawyers are trying to be out there. Oh, yeah, let me help give you guidance on this. Let me help explain that. Really? Well, how do you explain something that doesn't even exist? Cryptocurrency does not exist because we have no law on it. There's no definitions. So therefore it doesn't exist. It's that simple. This is not complicated stuff. All these other channels are like robots. Yep, let's talk about the case today. Well, yep, let's hear from John Deaton and Jeremy Hogan. Oh shit, Attorney Seal. Look, dumbasses making YouTube videos. Wow. You don't get it. You don't get it, do you? And if you do get it, you're lying to everybody that watches you. So that's the only two possibilities. You're stupid. You're a special kind of stupid. And if you know what's going on, then you're lying to people because you're not talking about it. Only Crypto Hulk channel is. We all know who the popular XRP YouTubers are. Why aren't they ever? Why am I the only one for like 2 years talking about this? Why do the fake YouTubers that we all know, why do they have these attorneys on their show? Why do they talk about these attorneys like either they're lying or they're stupid? One of the two. It's the only possibility. But we see an SEC battle going on, which is all fake. I mean, it makes great for views. It's great for views. Totally got it. Clickbait and everything. Oh, yeah. But when you really look at it from Crypto Hulk's point of view, and no other channel talks about this, it's a fake trial. The SEC is going after companies alleging activity with crypto or whatever. Crypto doesn't exist in the eyes of the law. See what? That's why the SEC comes after companies for like mishandling money. Notice how they're not coming after companies for selling crypto or whatever it is, because crypto doesn't exist. So the SEC can't legally come after a company for crypto. I've already told you guys this for like the past over 2 years. When the Department of Justice or when the SEC comes after you, it won't be for buying, selling, lending crypto, none of that stuff. It'll be for something else. Oh, yeah, Crypto Hulk. Yeah, you have been telling us that for years. Yeah. No other channel will be telling you this because they have no idea. Now, if it comes to scammy products that other channels are going to sell you, then yes, they know about that. But they don't know what I'm talking about right now. Alrighty. And yes, I still cannot see. Still can't see anything on the live chat. Very strange. We go to my next article. Now I'm going to highlight it. I'm going to copy it. And I'm going to put it on my community page. There. So now I showed the article on my community page because the top chat's not working for Crypto Hulk for some reason. Very strange. Breaking: House Republicans file a new bill to fire SEC Chairman Gary Gensler. House Republicans Warren Davidson and Tom Emmer have formally introduced legislation to reform the SEC and replace and fire Gary Gensler. Oh, love it. We're having a great morning today, everybody. When the SEC went after two big crypto exchanges last week, Binance and Coinbase, it rattled the entire digital asset market. The newly introduced legislation will reorganize the SEC in order to replace its present structure. Gary, you're fucking done. Let's move on, shall we? It has a picture of Gary Gensler here. You gotta love this picture. I might even just, I gotta take the picture. Hold on a minute there. Let me get this picture. No, I cannot receive. Now, I can receive donations or whatever, possibly, but I can't see any of this stuff at the time. Let me open up my channel. Let me try this. I know how I might figure out a way around this. I'm going to open up my channel. And okay, now I can see. Oh, I figured it out. All right. So now I'm watching my show and I can read the top chat right now. I can see that Robert Driscoll, I topped out, legend, LOL. Robert, thanks for that donation right there. And I'm sorry that I have to actually go into my own show to read the top chat when it's not showing up on my current show. Let me go back here. Let's see. Now I'm going through my own top chat. Did someone say ammonium nitrate? That was Charles Looney. Twin Flame. Hi everyone. Finally caught the live. Mimi Cool Cat. Good morning, listening to lies. Got that right. Meatballs says because the SEC is claiming security jurisdiction, they can claim whatever they want. It's not true. Matt Crotty is like, maybe she knew of the SEC corruption and knowing if the emails wanted exposed. You got 1970 legend. Mr. Pavlova. I see some talk about Nick in here. Just keep scrolling through. Helio Bob. Who else thinks Ginsler looks like Mr. Burns? Mr. Burns from Simpsons. Oh, nice one. Gary for Gitmo. Not a Zip says it's all Hollywood. I'm Merlin, the magical wizard of legions. His staff was made from Hollywood. All right. Let me go to the next article. Now I posted it here. So like I said, they're trying to fire Gary. Warren Davidson had a tweet and it said, today I filed the SEC Stabilization Act to restructure the SEC. And he puts out there hashtag fire Gary Gensler. Oh my gosh, I love it. Warren Davidson, this is great. He says U.S. capital markets must be protected from a tyrannical chairman, including the current one. Oh my gosh. Warren Davidson, okay, tyranny. Tyranny is when you just got like government people taking over, violating everybody's rights and this and that, like craziness. That's what Warren Davidson calls Gary. He says the current chairman that we have is a tyrannical chairman, meaning tyranny. That's pretty major right there. That's why I'm introducing legislation to fix the ongoing abuse of power and ensure protection that is in the best interest of the market. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Crypto Hulk and no other YouTuber, no other person online. What have I been telling you? Oh, all of a sudden now everyone's starting to see the light coming from Crypto Hulk from years ago. I was telling you years in advance. We have no cryptocurrency legislation in the United States Code. I've only been saying this shit for over 2 years. No other channel, nobody else talking about it. And now we have a congressman finally saying what we have is tyranny in the SEC. Tyranny is when you have like one of these crazy rulers that doesn't follow laws. They just kind of do what they want. Finally, now, everything I've been saying for over 2 years starting to come true. You're like, damn, Crypto Hulk, you call all this shit. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. That's what we do here. When you watch my channel, when you shell out the big bucks, you know, the $5 membership fees, you get a show that keeps you years in advance. These other channels, they have no idea. It's sad and it's pathetic. These other channels, all they do is talk, 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 talk. They look at highlights, talk, 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 look at highlights, read off the highlighted popular news, talk, talk, talk. That's it. That's all they do. And then they have their little mastermind groups and they get their weekly live streams. Oh, really? I didn't know that was a big deal because I've been doing like 1 or 2 live streams a day for only like, you know, who's counting 3.5 years or whatever, right? But when another channel does it, oh, we've got a live stream. Well, hey, wow, wowzers, Inspector Gadget. Wow. Yup. Crypto Hulk channel. I love being ahead of the curve. That's why I make sure you guys are all ahead of the curve. Let's see. Let me wrap this article up. I mean, it's not shocking to me. To me, it's not news. It's shit that I've known for years. I'm just waiting for like, what took you so long, right? Tom Emmer, Warren David, what took you so long? I've been calling this for 2.5 years. 2.5 years ahead of this. Yeah, buddy. Make sure that $5. Make sure that bill every month gets paid there, buddy. You don't want to get behind the news. Let's see. Republicans object to Gensler's long series of abuses. Finally, everything Crypto Hulk says is coming true about the SEC. I've been telling y'all it's a civil rights violation. None of these other lawyers, none of them are saying what Crypto Hulk says. Okay, you are so far in advance on this channel. Just now, after like 2 years and whatever, 3 months, you got Tom Emmer and this other who do we got here? Tom Emmer and Warren Davidson. All right. Finally, after 2 years and a few months, they're saying Gary Gensler has a long series of abuses. Crypto Hulk's been saying this for about 2 years and 3 months now or more. Welcome to the party, Congressman. See what I'm saying is on this channel, you get news that's ahead of anything else. Years in advance. Well, gee, Crypto Hulk, yeah, maybe it is a crypto civil rights violation. Yeah, you think so? Let me break it down again for people that are slow, that are brand new to the channel. When a government person takes punitive action against you where there is no law, that's called a civil rights violation. Wow, Crypto Hulk, I don't hear any other channel talking about this. Exactly. Because these people are not enlightened. They're still knuckle dragging. They're still in the process of evolution, evolving from a monkey. Now, I personally did not come from the process of evolution. These people did. These people evolved from monkeys, not me. No, no, no. I was set aside, specially created by the universe, intelligent design, whatever you want to call it there, buddy. All these other channels, knuckle dragger, still evolving from chimps, rubbing their hands onto the ground as they hobble to and fro. Everything I've been saying each day becomes more enlightened and more enlightened and more enlightened. Crypto Hulk, how do you know all this stuff? You're not a lawyer. I don't need to be a lawyer there, buddy. It's called common sense. It's called getting a helping hand from the universe, buddy. That's what it is. Common sense from the universe. If you have no law and government's busting you, that's a civil rights violation. Oh. So, Crypto Hulk, what you're saying is that Gary Gensler is violating people's civil rights? And I say yes, under color of authority. All the lawyers know this stuff. They should. Now, I'm sure right now I'm helping some lawyers figure some stuff out like, oh, damn, that Crypto Hulk guy, yeah, he's exactly right. I'm helping lawyers figure shit out. This is not complicated stuff. Why how about this? Why am I the only one talking about this? When there is no law in the books about crypto, and when your government penalizes you, shuts down a trading exchange, whatever the terminology you want to call it, that's a civil rights violation because there's nothing in the law that allows them to do that. It's very simple. These other channels have no idea. I won't mention Jeremy Hogan or John Deaton in any of this. I don't want to bring their names into it at all. Why the fuck are they not talking about this? When there's nothing codified in the law and your government penalizes you, punishes you, then that's called civil rights violation. Why are these fake lawyers that I am not going to mention, why are these fake lawyers not talking about this? I don't know. Are they bought off? Are the fake lawyers under non-disclosure agreements? Are they stupid? Look, I don't have answers for them. I got answers for me. Okay. I finally am seeing a congressperson here, Tom Emmer, filing paperwork to get rid of Gary Gensler for overreach. It's a little bit more than overreach. It's called violation of civil rights under color of authority. When you're a government employee, let's say like Gary Gensler, and you shut down an exchange and lock it up, you violate people's civil rights under color of authority. Color of authority means that's your job. When you're in the position of a government position, that's called color of authority. And when you stop somebody from doing something where there is no law, that's a civil rights violation. Yeah. But the other lawyers won't tell you that because they're fucking stupid. I won't mention their two names, but they're fucking stupid. All right. I don't want to embarrass these two lawyers by mentioning their names, but they're fucking stupid. All right. But this is what we got going on. They won't call it because they don't even know what I'm talking about. So I'm going to talk about it. But when you're a government employee or you're a judge and you're hearing a case about crypto, which doesn't exist in the law, you have to dismiss that case because you don't have the ability to render a decision, a verdict. You can't fact find as a judge. You cannot because there's no law for you to interpret. See, judges interpret law. They don't make law. Judges interpret law. They don't make law. You get it? These other channels will not tell you because they have no clue what's going on. Oh, I'm just so thankful for John Deaton. Oh, wow. And if it wasn't for Jeremy Hogan, we'd be lost. No, you are lost because you listen to those two jackasses. You got it? That's the reason you're lost. That's the reason you have no idea. That's the reason you're a YouTuber and say, oh, well, let's put him on the show. Let's go to Las Vegas and bring these fake lawyers and we can all be fucking lost together. That's what's going on with these other channels, okay? It's sad. So at least we got these congressmen, Davidson and Emmer, doing something, finally doing something. Let me see if my comment section shows this here. Okay. I can read the comments. I don't know how accurate or up to date these are right here. Seeking truth. Not a zip is seeking the truth. Pure Peace says, dare I say, conspiracy. MC Prosperity says, hey Hulk, hey everyone. Tom Pryor is like, hey Hulk, and everyone in the chat, thanks for the sweet, sweet lies. I'm a total liar, just in case you don't know. I'll put myself out there and say that. Your goals do change. Okay. The simulacron Hulk. Flinging poo. The modern weediest is flinging poo. Oh, wait a second. I'm seeing like $400 drop down right here. It ain't no $3.99. Let me see what we got here. They tried to ignore the technology. They tried to duplicate the technology. They got their government buddies to file lawsuit. Wait, they got their government buddies to file lawsuits. They failed. Now they will do everything they can to maintain control through laws, regulations, and holding as much XRP as they can. Take yours off exchanges, says Nick Hamilton. When I first got into crypto, like Nick's saying right here, there was like almost no news at all. The banks never wanted to talk about this technology. Nobody wanted to talk about nothing. When I first started over 3 years ago, about 3.5 years ago, all the news that I heard, the YouTuber people were getting from a year, 2, 3, 5 years before that. There was nothing current going on. You didn't have, like right now, Price Waterhouse Cooper and Standard Chartered, which are Ripple partners. You didn't have them in China helping them with their crypto and CBDCs. You didn't have 3.5 years ago JP Morgan in India like today setting up shop with their cryptocurrencies. You didn't have that 3.5 years ago. Nick's like, they tried to ignore the technology. They ignored it back then because they were getting all set up and not telling us. But I'm telling you, I've always told you all this stuff years in advance. These other channels have no fucking idea. I don't need to have, I don't even know how many people are in the show right now. Let me take a look. 36 people, 137 people. Ooh, wait, smoking, right? I don't need more than 137 people in my show. I'm still going to do the work required to show you exactly what's going on. So they tried to ignore the technology. Then they tried to duplicate the technology. That's where JP Morgan comes in with this Onyx coin. That's where the Ethereum free pass comes in, where they tried to duplicate the technology, like Nick is saying. I've watched all the shit go down over 3.5 years. They got their government buddies to file lawsuits while they were working on their broke down technologies like Ethereum. That shit's never going to work. They got their government buddies to file lawsuits. Well, what is Gary doing now? Trying to sue everybody? These people are desperate, like an 80-year-old hooker who remembers the days when she was in her 20s making the money. And now she's 80 years old and living off that. Social Security just ain't working for the hooker. You got it? Nick says they failed, and they have. And I'm showing you right now. They will do everything they can to maintain control through laws and regulations. Gary is going around just trying to sue everybody and cause whatever problems, but it's all fake. Nick says, take your stuff off exchanges. Nick's been here probably at the 6-month mark when I started my show. Somewhere around there. Like, Nick's been there about 3 years. I've been telling you that from day one. Get everything off exchanges. Buy your shit and get it off the exchange immediately. Hardware wallet, Faraday bad. All this stuff with Gary shutting down exchanges. Eventually, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. I've only been saying this now, maybe about 3 years. The government's going to create some kind of catastrophe. There's going to be some kind of emergency order. The United States is going to go into emergency mode. And all the people they couldn't scare off these exchanges like they're trying to do now, in the end, the government, they're not going to buy back your XRP like Jimmy Valley says. That dude's high as a kite, all right? Oh, but Crypto Hulk, well, maybe he wasn't trying to say the government's going to buy it back, but he just wanted to make it on public record how much it's worth. Okay. Whatever. You can make excuses for the guy. That's fine. He's high, though, as a kite. Just let you know. There will be an emergency order, and it's called the Great Government Takeaway, not buyback. Just letting you know, okay? So when that day happens, and there will be an emergency of some sort, they're going to create some sort of emergency. The United States will declare it, and they will literally shut down every exchange by force and take everybody's stuff. You're not getting it back. So when Nick says, get your stuff off in exchange, probably a good fucking piece of advice. All right? My job is to keep you guys in advance, to keep you in advance notice of what's going to happen. All right? That's why I make the channel. The shit's almost like too easy to figure out. I don't know everything. I know all the important parts, and that's all I need to know. So, oh, wait a second. Let me go through. The universe provides to those who seek truth. Let's see. I love you, brother. Nick, where you been? Look, these people, Charles, Charlie, Chuck, these people like have lives. They're doing things. They don't just sit around watching Crypto Hulk every day. These people got stuff they got to do. Lady Di says, stay on the love vibration. Pray Almighty God is with his children. Is with his chillin'. He's chillin'. G Imports and Transportation there. It's been warning us for a long time. 1970s legend, another red one gets dropped in here. This is exactly why I'm here, says 1970 legend. Keep it up, Hulk, Nick, and everyone. Crypto She-Hulk is saying, sound advice, fill your hardware wallets, tuck them safely. Just like these people come in and do this stuff, they're trying to let everybody know, okay, they don't have to be here every day. For some reason, they want you to know stuff. Nick says they are trying to shut Ripple down. They want to control the escrow. I don't even know if that's okay. They're trying to shut Ripple down. They want to control the escrow. They were not prepared for Ripple to fight and to spend $200+ million. They thought they would bankrupt them. They failed. J316 says almost midnight here in Tokyo. Oh, wow. Nick says they want Ripple out of the equation. What does he say? Nick says, Hulk, do you see the beginning of the end of the lawsuit with the Hinman emails going public? I mean, we know, look, from the beginning of this court case, if you guys look online and look at the very first page, let's just start with this. Nick wants to know if I see the end of the case coming. This case was over when it started. Look at the very front page. I don't have it listed up here. I could find it and then post it on my page. Just go with it. All right. The very first page of the SEC lawsuit, it talks about, it says right in the middle of the page, jury trial demanded. Have we seen a jury trial yet? No. Will we see one? No. Well, why is that on the front page of the court document, right in the middle? Jury trial demanded. Oh, I didn't know that, Crypto Hulk. When I first saw this lawsuit filed, that's the first thing I saw. Like 2.5 years ago, when this lawsuit was first filed, I'm like, oh, jury trial demanded, huh? Okay, great. Well, that never happened. So at that point, I knew this case was fake. And there was many other points as well. These emails, yeah, they're definitely going to end this case. I don't know when. This case go right to appellate court next week. And then we could fuck around for another 2 years. Then it goes to the Supreme Court. Then we could fuck around for another 2 years. See, it's when they're ready to let it go. All right. That's what all this is. So do I think the Hinman email, that shit doesn't matter. When you really start looking at this thing like me, this whole thing is fake. The whole trial is fake. I've already shown my videos on my video section. When Ripple first started, see, Ripple just didn't first start. It's a government 3-letter agency or a combination of 2 or 3-letter agencies. I've looked back at the origins of Ripple, and I kind of see it going back 20 years. I'm not getting into things in particular because I'm not trying to bring heat on the channel. You know what I mean, right? With the heat. But I've looked back 20 years, And Ripple's always been there. They've called themselves or pretended to be different things. It's a government agency that's morphed into now. It's all of a sudden it's Ripple as we know it. 20 years ago, it was a communications company. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not getting into particular stuff because I want the channel to be here tomorrow or today. But Ripple itself was a communications company out of Nevada. That's all I'm going to say. All right. Okay. So that's still enough information. That's not enough to put the final nail into the coffin. All right. So Ripple's been around for, from what I know, 20 years ish, operating under a different name with, and I'll leave it at that. So this case, the emails, it's not about the emails. It's about switching over the whole court case and the email. It's all just show. What we have is a transformation in payments in the world, a transformation in money, everybody, a transformation in how they will attempt to enslave us in the end times. Oh, damn, that kind of got a little conspiratorial real quick there, Crypto Hulk. Yeah. That's what this is. This crypto is a way for them to control us. That's what it is. All these little daily things, court trials, Judge Sarah Netburn, and the SEC with Gary, and the Hinman emails, and on and on. Next week it's going to be this. Next week after that it's going to be that. Da, 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 da. Just step back and watch what I've been teaching y'all. This whole thing is a government psychological operations. Okay. Some of you can see what I see. Brand new people, you'll come along and you'll be like, you know what? Damn, this guy's totally right. This is all three-letter agencies, one or more put together in order to change how the world uses money. Because eventually, I really think it's the top 7 or 10 families that have now finally figured out a way to get control of the population. That's through cryptocurrency. Democrat, Republican, it doesn't matter. We're talking about control of the population by the rich. They finally got us under control now. They're going to get rid of money, get people microchipped, have this cryptocurrency thing going, and eventually slavery. That's how it goes. We're going to be rich for a short term, and then it's over. Let me check the comments here. Now, my comments might be delayed. Lady Di says, I looked into these RFID pet microchips. Now, they are mostly ISO compliant. And one of the articles I read mentioned interoperable. I want to have my dogs removed, but not likely a vet will do it. Michael Lockhart's talking about digital prison. Yes. So there you have it. I went over a couple articles. I think I'm going to leave it at that. You're seeing Congress finally now starting to come after Gary Gensler. It's about time. They're threatened. They're trying to rip him out of that position. You know, I don't have all the answers on what about this and what are they going to do with that. And look, I don't need to know all the answers. I just need to know what is going to make me rich, and then I share that information with you. There's too many what if this and what if that, and Warren Davis, and this is all busy news stuff that just keeps YouTubers busy. Okay, let's just look at the basic stuff. Is all we need to know. I don't have a timeline, dateline What I do know is you get the right cryptos, which are XDC, XLM, and XRP. You get the right cryptos, like I'm saying, take a loan if you have to. Don't dollar cost average. Don't be a dick, okay? Don't be like try to, well, I'm gonna try to get this. I'm gonna buy the dips on. Stop that dumb shit. I took a loan and paid it off in 2 years to get my crypto. I'm not giving a fuck, okay? When I took a loan out, it hurt my credit score. It dropped it severely. I don't care. I don't fucking care. All right. Whatever I did negatively affected my credit score with crypto. I'm not giving a shit. I do what I do. I don't care what credit reporting agencies say. I don't care what whatever social credit score. Zero fucks given lifestyle. That's what I live. I do what I want, how I want, when I want, exactly just like that. And take the hits accordingly, which I do. Okay. You get the right cryptos. You get a loan if you have to. Lock them up in a hardware wallet. Lock your keys up. Get a Faraday bag, and we're gonna wait. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna wait. Some of you are gonna have money on an exchange. Make sure it's one of the exchanges that we've talked about. PH is one of them, and but you know, having money on an exchange can be good and it could be bad. Make sure that exchange is outside of the United States, number one. But these exchanges, they're starting to shut everybody out. You might be a person who's got maybe 500 or $1,000 in an exchange, and you have it sitting on an exchange because you want to make a quick, fast move. I totally understand that. I'm fine with that. As long as you're fine with knowing you could lose that 500 to 1,000 that's sitting on exchange, okay. I'm not against that. CryptoHawk's not against that because if you want to make a power move and something happens and you're on an exchange and you got $1,000 and you have the opportunity to buy 1,000 shares of something and make $10 a share or 50, then fucking do it, man. As long as you can afford to lose what you invest, then fucking do it. I don't know what exchange. Like, I don't trust any exchange anymore. I don't know where you're going to go. Maybe that one exchange I talked about, ChangeNow.io is another one. Change, like CHANGE, ChangeNow.io for Indian Ocean. And try to register with them, do all this. I don't know. Those are the ones that I would trust, but I'm not telling you to trust. Because it's all coming down. They're flushing everybody out, everybody. Like, you're kind of at the tail end. Well, I want to get some XRP or I want to flip Doge or whatever. I don't care what you do. It's fine. Just, we're at the end. These people know that something's imminent, like going to happen. There's some reason why Gary all of a sudden has this all-out assault. Like, they're trying to scare people. Maybe this is the shakeout and they pass all these laws and make it illegal, and then later it'll become legal. Like, just, we're at the end. That's all I'm trying to say. I don't have all the answers. I just keep bringing up questions for you and me to look at. I got a question, and that's why doesn't my Top Chat show a fucking thing? I have a question. Why do I have to go offline to my page to read comments? I don't know, or there might be a time delay. I got 1970 Legend calling me a big liar right now. Maybe he's talking about somebody else. So I got Nick, who just drops one and says, imagine XRP being the only asset in an entire asset class with true regulatory clarity, while they go after every other crypto and all exchanges. The institutional capital joins the party. I think that's exactly right what Nick is saying. It's stuff that I've been saying. We're at the tail end. He's saying the institutional capital showed up at the party. My whole channel, we've been here waiting outside the dance hall. Maybe we're inside the dance hall. I don't know, but it hasn't started yet, but we're early. And now the whales are showing up. And we're looking around at each other like, oh, damn. JP Morgan's over there. Oh, shit. How did we get invited? How are we so early at this party? And you got Goldman Sachs is over there. BNY Mellon's right in front of us. I'm like, damn, man. We're like at the right place. And then all of a sudden we see somebody starting to close the doors to the dance hall. The dance hall's kind of empty. We're in there standing around looking at each other. There's one or two guys. They walk up to these big doors of the dance hall and they start to shut one of the doors. Now they're working on door number 2. It's not completely shut, but they're working on closing the next door to the dance hall, and that'll be it. That's where we're at. You're on my channel. We're watching all this stuff go down. I don't have all the answers, everybody. I've got enough questions to keep us interested, like what the fuck is really going on? And with that, I think I'm going to end the program. That's pretty much enough of what I've seen. We're at an hour and 6 minutes. I don't have a top chat, so I got to go somewhere else to read what you guys are saying. My name is CryptoHawk. I'm not a financial advisor. If I told you to buy anything on the channel, don't listen. The show is purely speculation. And I'll see you all in my next live stream.